The two major reservoirs for C. difficile in healthcare settings are infected people and environmental surfaces, with symptomatic people comprising the major reservoir. Studies looking at contaminated surfaces in healthcare settings have demonstrated that room contamination with C. difficile spores can reach 75% of surfaces in rooms of infected people. They have also found spores in rooms of people who do not have C. difficile, indicating that cross-transmission is occurring. Not surprisingly, bathrooms of infected people are also heavily contaminated with C. difficile spores. If environmental surfaces in the resident rooms and bathrooms are not adequately disinfected with an EPA-registered sporicidal disinfectant, these surfaces can play a role in cross-transmission. C. difficile spores are very hardy in the environment and can survive up to 5 months on surfaces that are not adequately cleaned and disinfected using an EPA-registered sporicidal agent. There is data to suggest that many surfaces in healthcare environments are not adequately cleaned, which increases the risk for cross-transmission, even if the person with C. difficile is no longer in the room. Patients and healthcare personnel can transmit and acquire C. difficile from contact with contaminated surfaces and infected people. Studies have shown that 25% of healthcare providers' hands are contaminated with C. difficile spores after caring for infected patients. If the provider fails to wear gloves and wash their hands properly with soap and water, this can lead to cross-transmission to other residents or themselves.
Mrs. Houston, I told you, we have to move you to this room to ensure that the Clostridium difficile does not spread across the entire facility. I'm sure you don't want anyone to experience the discomfort you've been experiencing. I should have let Priscilla's help at this time.
Well, now, Elaine, it won't be so bad to spend a few days here with Miss,
Turner.
Miss Turner? I'm Dimitri Houston. I'm Elaine's husband. We've become, well, regulars here at Sunnyside.
Regular? Well, I would like to be regular. Isn't that why they put us in this room?
Well, kind of. This is called cohorting. You both have acquired a bad bug called Clostridium difficile, or C. diff for short. When we have a bad bug like C. diff in the facility, we try to put residents with the same bad bug together so that we can minimize the transmission of the bug across the entire facility.
In other words, they've sent us to Siberia.
Why don't you two introduce yourselves?
The best laid plans.
What do you mean?
Oh. Can you keep a secret?
Of course.
I think my granddaughter works here.
What? What do you mean you think your granddaughter works here? Don't you know?
Not for sure. It's complicated. You see, it's over here. And then...
Oh, that is some story.
I told you it's complicated. I just want to get everything out in the open before I
get another infection.
Mrs. Houston, look who I found.
Oh, David, you're a sight for sore eyes. I've missed you. Oh, this is my new friend, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, this is my grandson, David.
Hi, Jacqueline. Nice to meet you. Sorry it has to be under these circumstances.
Oh, Elaine and I are making the best of it, aren't we, Elaine?
Yes. She's been very kind to put up with my rambling.
Oh, Elaine, before I forget, I have something I want to show you that's going to cheer you up and get you excited for the outside world again. It's my secret family recipe for brownies.
Let me take a look at that.
Oh.
It's funny. Wait a minute. This is our secret family recipe.
What are you talking about? What other secret family recipe calls for cayenne pepper in the brownies?
Ours does.
Priscilla. I've waited for, I didn't know, but now I think I know, I don't.
Elaine, spit it out.
Priscilla, do you know who this is?
Mom? What are you doing with a picture of my mom?
Priscilla, your mom is my daughter Elizabeth. We were estranged for many years before she died. She kept herself away from me, kept you away from me, from the day you were born. As time went by, the reason for our estrangement faded. We never spoke again. You have no idea how many years I've wanted, how long I've waited to be able to find you and to give you my locket.
Hey, cuz.
Elaine, Elaine, what's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. You and your wife have been sneaking around Sunnyside Nursing Home, picking up every infection you possibly could, feeling sick, fighting off illnesses just to get close to me, just to find out if we're family. Wow. You really do care about me.
Now, can we give grandmother and granddaughter a chance to reconnect? And everybody, just leave Elaine and Priscilla and me alone. Give us some privacy. You can pull this curtain for some privacy. Well, not that far. Not that far. Right? Okay.
Yes, dear. I found them all. Everything is in place for your return.